The Second Crusade was the second time that the Pope called for a crusade, and this was the second attempt to defeat the Muslims who were still trying to take over the Holy Lands. The Pope and many other Christian leaders thought that it was necessary to have the crusade, especially after the loss of the county of Edessa. This loss of Edessa confirmed and reinforced the urgency to fight that they were already most likely planning to do. So these groups of Christians were ready and had a will to fight. They weren't ready to break down. No loss or win would change their course of action. Pope Eugenius issued help from Louis VII of France, and Abbot also convinced Conrad III of Germany to help with the crusade as well. Both of them arrived in Constantinople in 1147. They then attacked a Muslim city which was previously an ally to the Christians. Their plan was to destroy the Turkish armies and secure a passage, recover Edessa, and provide a supplement to Jerusalem. The Turks won the battle, which was much needed for them, but unfortunately was not needed for the Christians. Most people see this crusade as a failure. This attack against the Muslims didn't immediately help the Christians, but it helped them by creating an alliance with and having the support of the Franks, which were the people of France, in the future. The Christians always seemed to be on the defense, but now they started to be on the offense. If you look on the map, you can see actually a large population of Christians, which I found quite interesting, and you can also see that Louis VII of France and Conrad III of Germany both came from different directions. That is one of the reasons that people think the Second Crusade was such a failure, because of their lack of communication. But it couldn't be easy. They didn't have a device that could help them communicate in a moment's notice. I think that this crusade was very interesting because where most people see it as a failure, I see it as a proof of their passion and endurance and belief for what they were fighting for. It did help them in the future, but most importantly, it showed that they weren't willing to give up.